Hey guys, I'm Kaya and this is Kaya Station, the homebody, and today I want to start my second podcast. Sorry, I have my computer, my laptop here because we're gonna go dip into things that I want to crochet this year and projects that I'm currently in and everything. But before I get to that, we have to kind of like address the elephant in the room. But before we do that, give me a second. So this is my second podcast. I hope you guys are finding my podcast entertaining or at least fun to watch. I've been into podcasts lately a lot, into crochet and knit podcasts. I'm not the type of person that sits down and listens to them, but I kind of do like the videos because I get to watch the videos and see the actual project showing it and stuff like that. So I kind of like that. So that's why I'm doing podcasts myself, because I felt that I enjoyed it a lot, and I've been wanting to do podcasts for a while now, and I think this is my time to do or start podcasting my channel. I know I'm just a newbie, but either way, I really hope you guys been enjoying it. I really like the idea of a podcast. I also have to apologize if there's like a lot of sound outside. I don't really mind the birds, but I'm more like mean about the wind sound and cars and all that. I did mention last podcast that I live right next to a highway, and or at least I parked my van right next to a highway, and oh no, it started to rain. Oh, and I have my windows down. Okay guys, I'm so sorry, this is like so crazy. I got wet already. Yeah, so the shirt is kind of wet, but it's okay. It's cotton, it will be fine. I'm not even worried about it, but it ruined the whole start of this. But either way, I don't even know what I was saying, the last thing I talked about, but yeah, so I think I was talking about how the noise and stuff, and then it started to rain, which is funny because now that I put the windows up, you really can't hear that sound, but you will hear the rain sound. So yeah, so either way, let's go into the video. I have things wearing right now that I have created. First of all, I didn't want to wear this hat today. Believe me, I really didn't want to. I wish I had something else to wear, but this is not really hot at all. Oh my god, the sun is coming out. This is really not that hot at all, but it definitely does like keeps you a little bit warm here and there. The sun is can you believe that? The sun is coming out. Can you see the shadow in my shirt? That's why I was so confused, because it didn't show up here at all that it was gonna rain all day. It showed up that it was gonna be like, well, it says from 3 to 4 p.m. it's gonna be cloudy, which is actually what it is, and a little bit of sun. I just didn't know it was gonna be rainy, but it's fine, it's okay. I think I will manage. I'm not gonna put the windows down and go and do this again, because I just don't want to put them up if it's gonna like rain for a little bit or later. So I do have this window over here open. Hopefully it will be kind of enough. Okay guys, so I decided to just leave my hair up like this. I took the hat off. I hope that this video doesn't come out bad, but let's hope for that. But yes, I'm wearing this top today, and this is the top that I was working on. I already finished the bottom part, which is making the flowers. I finished the flower part. I will show a video later on, hopefully either in my next video. I'm not really sure. It's just I'm not going outside as often, and I can't find a proper place here that I like how pictures look, and so I don't know. And then I feel weird going outside taking pictures. I don't know. I just haven't had a place where I can take good pictures of my crochet works. But either way, I finished this top. This reminds me kind of like Lizzie McGuire style. You remember that little girl in the corner that she was always like saying stuff in the video and like in the series? I really like how the whole thing of like her being in the background and just doing a bunch of like weird animation of the girl. So this top really screams like Lizzie McGuire. You know, what year can we say? 2005, 2007, 2010? I don't know. It was still in the 2000, you know. It just feels like very 2000, but not, I don't know. I really like how it came out. It does have another color in the back. It's a turquoise color. Not my favorite, not gonna lie. It looks okay. I feel like if I try to styled that's the turquoise side, it will look good maybe with a black cardigan, some leggings or a jean, and maybe shoes could be one of those like flat shoes, or I don't know, but I feel like there's a way that maybe we can style the other side to kind of look pretty cute. But I really didn't like it. I like this color more, and I'm not even a pink person, and my boyfriend and I agree that this color combination of the pink and the purple looks so much better together than the purple and the turquoise color in the back. So yeah, definitely one of my favorites. I really like this. I was going to wear the same top that I wore on my last podcast, but I was gonna wear the back side because the back side has a different color. But then I was like, what am I doing? I finished this top yesterday. I should be wearing this for the podcast, not something else. Okay guys, the next thing I want to talk about is about my recent video that I uploaded. Hopefully it if not, it's not the vlog. If I already uploaded the vlog, it's not the vlog. I uploaded a video. It's called The Crochet Office, and it's kind of like basically if The Office was kind of like The Office series but for crochet instead of like paper. And I really liked it. I wish I had more to share in that video of like other clips and scenes. I actually have so many ideas to create. I just feel like sometimes here is a little bit uncomfortable to make videos because having to go outside and put the camera on, I have to like go all the way from here to put it over there while I'm over here talking for a moment, so you guys don't see me here in the front of the van through the camera. And then I have to like go outside, pick it up, go inside again. It's like a lot of work that I wish it wasn't like that. If I was in a house, I just open the door, put it outside, record it, and then go outside and pick it up. Really easy. Here in the van, it's just like I have to go through a lot. And then I put my shoes on because I have two shoes. One shoe's for here to go out. I mean, one shoe, I have two shoes. So one is for going out, like, you know, if I have to go out, or nothing like going out like that, but like going out like if I have to throw out the trash, or if I have to do a quick run to buy some food or groceries really quickly, I will put those shoes on. But I do have shoes to be inside the van, so the van shoes, I don't really use them outside because I don't like to bring dirty shoes inside the van. It makes it a lot harder to clean, and you have to clean constantly. So I try my best to clean, but also not clean as much or not have a lot to clean off. So I try to control the kind of dirt or whatever it comes into the van. But yeah, I really had so much fun creating this video, and I'm probably gonna make a little script of a new video that I want to upload for the same thing, the crochet office. And this one I'm probably going to do the whole thing while I'm on vacation, and so I can't wait to kind of like come up with an idea of what I want to do for that. So I guess I will have some time to figure out how I want to deal with that. But I think it's gonna be pretty fun. I enjoyed this video. The other thing I want to talk about is about how long my videos are. So if you guys are watching this podcast, leave me a comment down below if you like. If you think that my vlog videos are a little too long, I felt that my last vlog video is about more than an hour long, which is crazy. So I felt like about uploading that, but I mean, uploading more videos that are kind of long, but at the same time I don't want to. So I've been I've been putting my videos really, like, I've been recording a little bit less. I don't know, but please tell me down below, like, hey, Kaya, I do like the long videos, or I wouldn't mind if they were like slightly shorter. I do like long, but blah, blah, blah. In general, I am kind of thinking of making them shorter either way, because I do feel they are pretty long. So definitely would try to make shorter videos. Because I also have this podcast now, which I feel I can talk about everything crochet related and stuff like that. So it just feels a lot better, if you know what I mean. So yes, I feel like I would like to share more of my project stuff on the podcast, and then on my vlogs I will share a little bit of it, of course, but I won't go too much into detail, and I will leave the details for the podcast if I have to. But now that we got kind of like the drama out of the way, we can talk now about the podcast, about my crochet stuff. So this is what I've been working recently. This is my second, wow, this is kind of heavy now. This is my second cardigan that I am making. This is my second cardigan. So it's gonna be a really nice cardigan. You know how small that is? Oh my god. And you think this yarn is gonna be enough? I have 4 ball of yarn out of this. This is the yarn. So it is Premier Afternoon Cotton, and it's cotton, mercerized cotton. Is Egyptian GZ cotton, and definitely very smooth, sorry, and soft. I was gonna say smooth and soft, but yeah, definitely very soft and smooth. I really like this color. It's kind of like avocado, basically. There's something, there's another name I was gonna use for this. I can't really, but it's really pretty. I really like this color. Very, very pretty. My idea for this, I was gonna do a top, like a shirt, like a t-shirt. I was gonna do a mesh top with this yarn. It was gonna be a top down, but I end up frogging it. So now what I'm doing is this hexagon cardigan that I'm actually very excited about and can't wait to see the finished result of it. This yarn feels very nice. Definitely feels very, I don't want to use the word luxurious, but it kind of like feels like that. Very, very pretty to look at, not gonna lie. I would definitely like to make a lot of projects just to look at the progress and just look at the yarn. This yarn is gorgeous. I don't know why, but I do like the little bit of what's it called? I like a little bit of the shininess of this yarn. It looks really pretty. I don't know why, but it just looks so good, and I really, really, really like it. So I can't wait to finish this top. So I did have an idea that I want this top, this cardigan to be done before I leave for my trip, but I'm just not sure if that's gonna be possible, but we can always hope, you know. And then the other project that I'm working with is still the same top that I showed in my last podcast, which was this top right here. And I did 1 row only. That's the only thing I have done in a week. That's it, 1 row. And I started the other row just a tiny bit. So yeah, but I have only done 1 row, and I really do want to finish this top. Believe me, I do. So I just have a lot more work to do. So I'm trying to kind of like think, do I want to put a lot of the work on this top, or do I want to see if I can do both at the same time, or should I just do the hexagon cardigan, and hopefully that will be done by the time I go on my trip. So I have about a week and a couple days to finish my projects, but I'm not really sure how fast this will be done though. So I don't know. I want to finish it. So yeah, these are my 2 work in progress right now, the hexagon cardigan and then my just regular simple top. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Hopefully I get to finish this before my trip. But if I don't, it's not something that I'm gonna be mad about, but definitely pretty sad though. So yeah, I have this yarn is from Big Twist. It's a cotton yarn, and this is the yarn I have. And I believe you use, it says here, a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Well, that's not bad. So I have 2 balls of this, and I've been having a tiny winsy problem. After I made that really nice top that has the mesh look like that, I did the green over here on the top and then black, white in the bottom. I really like that top. I don't know why, but I have felt that I have wanted to use that top majority on every time I want to put something on top of my dress or like on top of my shirt underneath it, like have a shirt underneath. I want to use my mesh top because I feel like that is so, it just came out so well. I really like how it came out. I love it so much, and it have become something like part of my wardrobe basically. But because it's so, the weather has been, you know, hot right now, it's kind of like a little bit hot, you know, because it's acrylic and it's just a tiny winsy hot, and so some days I can't wear it, but a lot of the days I do feel like I can, or sometimes I force myself and be like, you're gonna be good, Karen, it's not too hot, you can handle this. So sometimes I have my fan on, so it helps out, but it just, I like it so much and I want to wear it all the time, but because it's acrylic I don't feel like I can. And now that I'm going to Florida must be like a lot hotter than it is right here. And I know that I'm going to bring that top and only use it while I'm inside when there is air conditioner. I won't be able to use it outside at all. So unless I go to the pool and I just want something to put on top while I go to the pool, that could be another reason. That could be a reason why to bring it. Okay, whatever. But either way, I have this yarn that I really I had this yarn for years now. I really didn't know what I wanted to do with this, but now I feel like I want to do a mesh top. It's not a big problem, you know, like, oh, Karen wants to do a mesh top with that, that's fine, like, that's pretty cool. What is stopping you, Karen? Well, so the problem is that I only have 2 balls of yarn, this one and another one, and I may not be able to do a whole top, but I may be able to do a crop top, which honestly it really is not that big of a deal. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do the crop top with this and just like use it as a crop top, and I will be able to use it on top of my dress while I'm being here and all that stuff, so I don't think it's going to be a big problem. So I may do this, but as a crop top. My situation that I was having is that I have this other 2 yarns that I want to also use to do a mesh top, and I was like, what should I do? Should I not do it? Should I do it? I don't know. And this one is acrylic, but it's so soft. It's like very soft acrylic. It's nothing compared to like the acrylic that I use in the mesh top. The one that I use in the mesh top is a lot thicker. This one is very thin and it's so soft. It's softer than the other one, but I don't want to do it in acrylic because that's the whole reason why I don't want to do it in acrylic, because it's hot. So I do want to do the mesh top, but I don't think I'm going to do it now, but I really wanted to do it with this color because it looks so nice. But I'm not gonna do it. But you know, this kind of podcast helps me out to kind of decide what I want to do. So I guess I'm thinking here while I'm talking to you guys. And then I have this color, which is the yarn that I didn't get to show you last time on my first podcast, and it's about this Friends Extra Fine Merino Super Wash Merino yarn. And this is the yarn, and it's such a gorgeous cobalt blue, cobalt color, blue, cobalt blue, whatever, however you want to say it. Do they name this color cobalt? Yeah, it's 85 actually. Yeah, the color's name is called 85, and you use with this a 4 or 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. And this thing, I want to use it to make a top because I like this blue. I like blue. I want to make a sweater, a blue sweater, but a blue like this, like a really cobalt blue. I don't want like something like either too light or a little washed out. No, I want something like blue, blue, blue. Very elegant color. Like, I don't know, this color just screams to me like, yes. Okay guys, so now we're getting to the part that I really wanted to share with you guys. Well, more of the parts that I want to share with you guys is about the things that I want to crochet for 2024. So I have this whole list that I made on my iPad, very fancy, like a little chart and everything. I do have quite a bit of work. I think, how many are these? 18? Yeah, 18. No, wait, that's wrong. 16. I have 16 projects that I want to create. But don't get me wrong, I am like making a couple of them right now. So out of those 16, 2 of them are in there, if I'm not mistaken, I think. Actually, no. Well, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, so now that I have my dandy tablet here, we can go through it together, because I'm also hoping that you guys can see it in the screen, but I am recording this as well. Do I feel like there's something? Oh, no, good. So we're gonna start with the projects from top to bottom, obviously. So the first thing I have is a rose blanket. These are gorgeous. I am gonna show you what kind of blanket I want to do. So I like to go into my activities a lot on Instagram, because I like a lot of stuff that I can come back to see. Okay, no voice. Okay, this is the blanket I was looking at, and I love this blanket. This blanket is gorgeous. I love the yarn that she used in here. I like how this just looks like a wallpaper. When I showed this to my boyfriend, he was like, wait, that's an actual blanket? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, it doesn't look like a blanket. He was like, did she make those roses in it? And I was like, yeah, she did. I was like, no way, that looks like actual roses. And I'm like, I know. I was like, I know, I wish that was mine. So like, this blanket is gorgeous. I honestly cannot tell you how gorgeous this is. And so when I saw this blanket, I was like, I want to make one of those. I want to make one of those for me, and I want to make one of those for my grandma. I want to give her a little Christmas present, and I made her my first blanket ever. It was a gift for her, and my dad and my mom said that she liked the blanket, but I feel like it was like a very beginner blanket, and at the end I was trying to force myself a little bit more, because my parents were gonna leave back to Puerto Rico, and sending this, I felt like it was gonna be too much, and so I really wanted to finish this before my parents had to go back to Puerto Rico. So I was really like in a rush doing this, and I finished it. I did. I was very happy about it, but I don't think it was like that great, and so I want to make another one, but this one very like beautiful with like flowers and stuff, and I know she's gonna put it somewhere. But on it, knowing my grandma, she's like the type of person, when she likes something, it's just like me, sometimes don't want to get things dirty or whatever, she would just put it away. She would put it away so it could last her forever. It's like a hoarder thing, you know. It's a hoarder thing. It's like nothing bad. It's just like, you know, it just happens. It's a thing. And then I have another blanket that I want to make. I don't know what type of blanket I want to do, or if I want to do the same thing I'm doing for my grandma. But Corey is my boyfriend, and I want to make a little blanket for my boyfriend's grandma. I feel like she gets really cold in the house a lot of the time, and so I feel like a little blanket will help her a lot. And I feel like she would enjoy a lot a little crochet blanket. I feel like she's gonna like something that is handmade, and it's something that she's gonna use either way. And so yeah, I want to make something like that for her. I want to make something that is watchable too. I want them to be able to watch it whenever they want to. I feel like this rose blanket may be a little bit too much for her. My grandma, since I know, like in Puerto Rico, I know she's not gonna be wearing this all the time, and I know that she's not gonna wash this. And also my grandma knows what to wash by hand and what not to wash by hand, so she's very delicate with her own stuff either way. And she put her stuff to dry on a hanger too, so she never uses a dry machine to dry her clothes. So she has a little bit more knowledge in all this stuff, and will be able to take more care of it than, you know, my boyfriend's grandma, because I feel like for them it's more about the usefulness of it, not the prettiness of it, you know. And I want that. I want her to feel comfortable that they can throw it in the washing machine and, you know, wash it and not feel like bad about it, or something happened, I feel guilty about it, you know. I want them to be able to do whatever they want with the blanket and not feel like, oh no, I can't wash it, well I can't use it then, you know. So yeah. And then the black cardigan, so I did put like a date for all this stuff. For example, the 2 blankets, I want to make them at least by December. My grandma's one, I want to finish it by the beginning of December, so that I can send it to her in that beginning of December, so it will get there at least by Christmas, or like a couple days before Christmas. Or if it's after Christmas, hopefully it's a couple days after Christmas, not too long. Although I would like it if it was there before, obviously. And then for my boyfriends, I feel like I can do that a couple days, finish it a couple days before Christmas, because I do live here, so I'm able to finish it and give it to her even on the same day of Christmas. So I don't think it will be like I won't have much of a pressure to finish it. The black cardigan, I'm hoping that by the first week of September I can be done with this. So I'm hoping that by the beginning of September I can be done with this. But I'm not really sure just because I want to start the cardigan ASAP, but I also don't want to take a long time. So I wish it was by the middle of August, but I feel like I was giving myself too little time to make a whole cardigan and a bunch of other projects that I always end up doing in the beginning, or like randomly here and there. So I just gave myself a chance and be like, okay, so we started this project, so hopefully finish this project by the beginning of September. And then we're gonna go into a dress. I want to make my mom a dress. I feel like, because I'm gonna see her and the whole family basically in a week or so, I get to talk to her about her measurements, and I get to have everybody's measurements when I get there, including my niece, my nephew, my dad, my mom. I want everybody. Even if I don't end up making anything for them this year, I want to have it there, so just in case I want to do it next year, I have a little bit of a reference of how much they either are with their measurement. Even if they end up losing weight or gaining weight later on, it's better to have a little bit of, you know, an idea to kind of make the garments and stuff like that. So but I want to make my mom a dress. I want to make something that it will look good on her body, but also she would enjoy it a lot too. My mom is very picky. She never she wears dresses, but she's like very picky when it comes to dresses. It wasn't until recently we started wearing a lot of dresses, but growing up my mom will buy me dresses for my violin recitals, and I wear a lot of dresses for my recitals and stuff like that. But like after that, my parents were like, no dresses, they don't really look good on girls like you, like, you know, chubby. At that time I wasn't really chubby. I feel like I have to point this out every time I talk about my parents saying like, oh, you look chubby. Back then I was skinny, but you know, back then that looking skinny, it was chubby back then. So now is curvy and slightly skinny. You know, back then it was chubby. So yeah, my mom is very picky when it comes to dresses, so I may have to like go online, look for some dresses, maybe like give her a couple hints here and there, like, oh mom, I want to make something like this, what do you think? And you know, see what she thinks, and maybe like know what type of style she likes, so kind of maybe I can make her one. And then that's a Christmas present, so obviously hopefully it will be done before December 25. And then I am currently working on a sock scarf. It's a scarf made out of sock yarn basically, and I really like how the process is looking. I started it a couple months ago. I just haven't finished it, and I have a bunch of other stuff that I'm like doing right now, and I feel like this project really doesn't have any priorities right now, and I can always crochet whenever I feel like I want to crochet something, or not crochet anything at all. So I feel like I'm not in a rush to do this project, so that's why I'm pretty chill about it. So I'm hoping that I can finish this by November. I didn't put a date on it, but I'm hoping that it was like kind of by end of October, beginning of November, because I feel like that's the time I really want to wear this stuff. And I can't wait to wear all my like very thick stuff in the winter. Honestly, I'm like really happy about wearing a bunch of crochet stuff in the winter and get to like use them all the time and not feel bad because it's hot or whatever. And I feel like, okay, I can actually use all this stuff with it, you know, do a long sleeve with the vest and not feel hot, you know. Now I can't really do a long sleeve with a vest, that's wrong. But when the winter comes, I can do all that stuff and mix and match here and there, which is gonna feel so much better to do. But yeah, the next thing I have a dress. I want to make a dress. I want to make a dress. Okay, sorry about that. I want to make a dress. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. I kind of want it to go on my neck and then goes over here and then opens up here, and then it will be kind of like a backless dress. So it's gonna be just right here and goes all the way. It's gonna be holding on my neck and then have a little like curve in here, and then it will straight go down. It will cover my bust and a little bit of this side here. It will cover this, and then in the back it will probably just gonna have the lower back area to cover and everything else in the bottom. But from the lower back to the top, I want it backless, so no, I don't want anything in the back. So that's the idea of what I want to do. Oh my gosh, that's the idea of what I want to do. And I also want to make something with this, which is the blue sweater that I have right down. Like, it has a dress and then the blue sweater. The blue sweater is just a kind of like a navy color. It's a navy color, and then the edges of it is gonna be like fussy. Let me go to Premier Yarn because that's where I'm planning on buying the stuff for that top. So the yarn that I want to use for the dress, I think I came up with an idea of using you know what, let's go to light decay, because I am really happy with using less heavy yarn. Okay, so what I was thinking is they have this bamboo fair yarn here, and oh, I don't think that's the one that I wanted to use though. Okay, so I found which colors I want to use. So it's in between here. I think that's the color. This is not the yarn that I want to use for the cardigan, but the color that I want to use for the dress is this color. It's called Cabernet or something like that, and it's the afternoon cotton mercerized 100% Egyptian cotton yarn, and that's the same yarn that I'm using for the hexagon cardigan, and that's the same yarn I want to use for this dress that I want to create. After using this yarn, I feel like it's been very, very nice to me. It feels very comfortable to the touch. It doesn't feel hot or anything. I love the color. I love how like very opaque color, like it looks so beautiful, and it just looks so professional in a way, I guess, or like fancy, I don't know, and I really, really like that. So I was hoping to use this color for the dress part, and then for the cardigan I was going to use this color. It's called indigo. I think it's indigo, or is it navel? Oh, it could be navel. Don't know, give me a second. So this is a yarn that I want to use for the cardigan in the outside of it for the borders. I want to use this yarn to make that really nice fuzzy look, and I want to use it the same yarn for the edges of the whole cardigan. Very like, I don't want to say 90s because I don't think it was 90s. Was it 90s or 2000 that they used this type of style of fuzzy on the ends? I saw a video where I think it was like the Kardashian, and there was this look I loved so much, and I think she was wearing this dress that's kind of like what I was talking about, what I want to make. And I don't know if she was wearing that cardigan thing with the fuzzy stuff on the end, or maybe I just saw it somewhere else and I thought both of them will look good together. I don't know, but I liked it so much that I want to make this dress with this cardigan together, because I feel like it's just gonna be so beautiful together, with this being like a really nice dark red, and this one being kind of like a navy, slightly bluish yarn. It's just gonna be a good construct with each other, like a good mix, and I feel like I'm gonna like it very much. So originally I didn't want to use the navel one, the dark blue. God, I can't really get the words on my mouth. Why do I keep, like, instead of words I was gonna say numbers? Like I hate when I do this all the time. It feels like I never know how to speak. Either way, so I wanted to use this yarn, and the color that I want to use was Spicy Lime. This really nice green, but it's been sold out for weeks and even a month now, and I never seen this color in stock, never. So I had to kind of like figure out what color I want to do, and I didn't want to do like a red, because I feel like if I'm gonna have a dark red dress on, I don't want to like matchy like red here, red here, red here, and like a red everywhere. So I just wanted to do a different color. So I didn't want to go with something simple like gray and stuff like that, because I just don't like how that mixed together. Although, not looking at this toffee color is so gorgeous, this one will look very, very good if I use this. Oh, mahogany looks really nice. Do they have a good color mercerized yarn here? They got the cinnamon and cocoa are so gorgeous. Honestly, I will buy any color from the afternoon cotton from Premier Yarn, because their yarn are just like so freaking good. At least that yarn, I love it so much. Like I love this yarn so much. I can't even tell you how much I love it, that I wish I had so much money right now. They had it on sale for like $3 the other day. It went back to $3.99, which is fine. It's fine. I don't have the money to buy it now, so why even bother? But like, they have so many colors, and I want them all. I want all of them, and I just don't want one of it. I want like many of each of them, and I want to have selections of it. I just can't do it. The good thing is that they're not really that big, so what if I actually do buy like a bunch of this color and I bought many of them? I know I will be able to stash them with no problem, because they're so small, like their things are small, so I don't think I'm gonna be like having a lot of them that I have to find a big space for it. But still, it just will be a waste of money right now when I don't have a job and I shouldn't really be doing it, you know. So it's fine, it's okay, you know, like I'm not worried about it, you know. But now that we're like talking about it, I think the cinnamon or the cocoa will look, I think I like the cocoa, kind of like give you a good contrast with the toffee color. The toffee color is gorgeous, man. This color is really pretty. But you know, what about this hazel? No, this cinnamon one also looks really good, and I feel like the cinnamon one and the toffee is just like great match together, but I'm not really sure about it because I was going to do that teal, that navy color, and I was gonna use the bamboo fair, and I think the color I was gonna go with was indigo, and then the color I was gonna choose here was navy. So the indigo and navy, I feel like they were really good colors together, because the indigo is a little bit more bluish than the navy. The navy is still blue, but it's just kind of like dark blue, kind of like black blue basically, and it does look so good together. So I have to figure out what do I think it looks better, either the cocoa, is it cocoa? Yeah, no, cinnamon, I think it's cinnamon. Yeah, the cinnamon, either the cinnamon with that other color that I keep forgetting the name now, the toffee, either the cinnamon and toffee together, or doing the navy and the bamboo fair indigo color together. So I don't know. With one of them I will have to use a 4mm crochet hook, right? While the other one, I think I used the same one. Yeah, 4mm crochet hook. So you use the same crochet hook on both of them, so it's nothing really that bad. But you guys, that's basically what I want to for this kind of set. So the dress cannot go without the sweater. I call it sweater because I don't know what is the other word. I'm not sweater. Oh wait, no. I got it wrong. I just didn't add it in here. This dress. Oh, that's wrong. So the blue sweater is not what I was thinking about, but the dress goes with that top thingy that I want to do. So yeah, I just didn't put that in because it was a blue kind of. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. But either way, the blue sweater is what I was talking to you guys earlier about, the cobalt, about that blue that I bought from Hobbii. That is a merino merino superfine yarn, I don't know. So I want to use that yarn to make the sweater that I want to create. And blue sweater. But yeah, the blue sweater is the one that I want to create with that cobalt color from Hobbii that I had. So that's what I'm referring to, the blue sweater, which it won't be enough yarn. I may have to buy more yarn, but at least I bought this many. So I bought 3 balls of yarn, so that will be enough to at least start and have a good process of the shirt, of the sweater, and then continue it later. I'm actually really excited about that blue sweater, which I'm hoping to have it done by the middle or end of September. That's what I'm hoping. But I'm not going to put too much work on that right now. I'm not gonna think about it because I may want to maybe not even do it, finish it by that time. I may want to even finish it by December or middle of November, because I also have a next project, which is a Halloween sweater. I have never done a Halloween sweater. I have never done anything Halloween related, just because I do like the colors, but I never like knew what I wanted to do, or knew that if it was gonna be good or if I'm gonna like it or not. But now that I have a little bit more experience with like crocheting and making stuff and whatever it is, I feel more confident now that if I want to make a Halloween sweater, I'm gonna be able to. I may be just Halloween colors. I'm not gonna do anything out of the ordinary, although some pumpkins will be nice. I don't know, I'm just here rambling. Okay, so I do want to do a temperature blanket, but I don't really know. I feel like if I was gonna do a temperature blanket, I should have done it by the beginning of this year, or have everything set up to start in June and July, so I can do July to December, and basically like be able to make a big blanket with the temperature, the different temperatures here in Boston from July to Massachusetts, July to Massachusetts, July to December. But I felt like it may be a little bit too much or too little time for me to, you know, plan on it, and so I feel like I don't really think I want to do that right now. But it is a project that I would like to do soon, or if not, plan it soon or something, so that I can maybe have it set up for next year. I don't know. And maybe just do a regular blanket. Maybe just find some type of colors that I like to put together, some type of pattern or whatever, or stitches, and do a blanket. Maybe I just want to do a blanket, you know. So yeah. Then I have leg warmers, which I really want to do, and then a cap beanie that I also want to do. I haven't really done leg warmers before. I have done like a hand, like a glove I have done before, but never leg warmers. And a cap beanie, I have not done that before, but from what I've seen, it's just like a straight rectangular folded in half. Basically the tops are like cat ears, and then you put it in. Like, that's what I think it is. I could be wrong. So like if you want to do a more fancier one, like actually have the cat ear going like this or whatever like that, you may have to put a lot more work than that. But from what I've seen people do, I think it's like a one thing that you just fold, do the top to the bottom, and then when you put it on, it just looks like cat ears like that. So I never done a cat beanie, so I want to do that. And then I got the cardigan. This is okay, so I have two things here. Is a cardigan and a thin yarn shirt. The shirt that I'm talking about, I don't really know what this is, or the cardigan. I made those because I'm hoping that by December, which is kind of like close to my birthday, I go to New York. I talked to my boyfriend about going to New York in December, and we're broke. We broke because I don't have a job. And so before this, I had the job, and he thought it wasn't a good idea because we just have a lot of stuff to do and pay and do. And now that I don't have a job, it just seems so much crazier even talking about this. But New York is like one of the places that I always wanted to live in, and it's one of the places that I wish I had the money to live in. Apartments there are very expensive, and I feel like I wouldn't want to get multiple jobs just to do that, unless I have a job where it pays me enough to the point where I can do that. I can, you know, have my own apartment and at the same time not having to not do something, or not eat out, or not go on trips if I want to, or buy stuff because I don't have enough money to pay my bills, you know. If I had a job that I don't have to worry about so much about it, I wouldn't really worry about it. I would just move as soon as I want. But it's not something I can. So yes, so I traveled to New York on train, which is also so fun. I also wish I had an apartment maybe in Boston, so it will be easier to take trains. It will be easier to, you know, travel a lot more on Amtrak. I love Amtrak so much. It's just awesome. I love trains so much, and I could travel the whole United States in train if I could, because it's just awesome. I really like it. So I really don't mind traveling from here to New York. But that being said, I do like New York. But yeah, so I'm really hoping I go to New York in December, and I was hoping to make something for that specific trip. Maybe a really nice top with a nice cardigan to put on. So I don't really know. Maybe I won't do a cardigan. Maybe I will use the black cardigan with this top, you know, and maybe that cardigan that I put in here could be the cardigan that I'm doing with the dress. You know what I mean? So like, it could be like that. It doesn't have to be, you know, because I'm a little bit all over the place with this cardigan and shirt, because I'm like thinking now, why do I want a cardigan if I'm gonna make another cardigan? And if I'm gonna make a cardigan for a dress, that's 2 cardigans already, so why make a 3rd one? And not just that, but I only have 2 cardigans here, and those are the only 2 projects I have in mind. So yeah. I don't know. So the simple shirt is actually the shirt that I'm making, which I talked to you guys about that one in the beginning of the video. Is that yarn that's from Hobbii called Berlin, but I said that I like it because it reminds me of an anime. So I'm talking about that top, which I'm currently in the process. And then I have a simple top, which I want to do that, and that's the same style that I'm doing for the top that I was talking now before, but this one is just gonna be like a rainbow color, so that's the only difference between both tops, and I really want to finish that one too. And then I have a simple vest dress, which is also the same thing that I'm making of the simple shirt, but it's gonna be longer, and I can put it on top of dresses, or I can just, you know, have it on top of my pants. If I'm wearing a shirt and a pants, I can put that on top just to kind of like accessorize my whole look of it. So I feel like that's gonna look really, really nice as well. And I have the yarn for it, which I showed you guys already, that yarn, which was the yarn that has like that yellow in the middle and it goes into that really nice blue. So that's a yarn that I'm planning on using for this project. And so yes, a lot of this stuff I already have a plan for them, or I already started them, or I already have the yarn for the project. It's just like the time of me making this stuff. So in some ways I'm actually really, really happy that I do have the yarn for a lot of this stuff, because I can actually do them and I don't have to worry about not having the yarn to do any of the projects that I really want to create this year. I'm actually really excited. This is a lot of project, a lot of things to do for a person that has severe carpal tunnel syndrome. But I think we can manage. I'm gonna be fine. I hope that like my depression and anxiety doesn't come through and ruins everything, because it happens a lot where I'm like, oh my god, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then when I start doing it, like I start getting depressed or something that's happening, or I'm start getting anxious and I don't want to work on anything because I'm like thinking a lot about that stuff. So like I want this year to at least give me a year, God. Please, I beg you. Oh my goodness. This took a long time to create. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Oh my god. It's 4:47 p.m. right now. This video took me about almost 2 hours to make, and I'm very excited. We're here at the end. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this was a long video, so hey, if you really like this podcast, don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel for more videos. So yeah, comment down below like a little sweater emoji, and just like leave any ideas of what project you would like to do, and things, or any other projects that I mentioned that you think there are pretty cool. Or if you want me to talk more in depth of any of the projects that I talked about in my next video, just let me know too. I'm up to that. Or any of my past projects that you're like, oh, I like this but you didn't show much video about it, or I like that, blah blah blah, just leave a comment down below. I will be able to read them and maybe add them into either my vlog or my podcast next, so you guys can, you know, have more detail on that. But yeah, I am very happy we got to finish this video. I was kind of debating if I wanted to make this today or not, because I wasn't really feeling in the mood. But after I started making this video, everything just like went with the flow, and I just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. So I was really happy I made this today, because I have a lot to edit and a lot to do. So yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I will see you all in my next one. In Florida, I will be posting more into my Instagram, so just go ahead and follow me there guys. It's Kaya Station. I will leave the link down below, and also my username down below as well, just in case you cannot use the link. You can read my username and just search it on Instagram. But I hope you guys really do enjoy this video. I hope you guys follow me there, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Thank you so much for sticking around again. and I will see you all later. Thank you guys. Have a great day. God bless you all. Bye bye. And I really didn't know what I